I think when I grow up, I want to be a physicist or a vet.
I either want to be a famous singer or an art teacher.
When I meet older kids that went to Rashi, I feel like inspired. I feel like after I learn from Rashi, I can be like these kids and do great things.
I love teaching at Rashi because I get to see these little people grow into big people and turn into amazing people.
My experience at Rashi, I feel, really put me in the right direction to be where I am today.
One of the things that amazes me and impresses me and excites me about our alumni is how they take the kinds of conversations they have at such a young age at Rashi and use exactly the same kinds of skills and approaches to look at real-world problems.
I realized in Rashi that I had a love for math and science. I was always pushed to do more in my math classes here at Rashi, and the science program was very exciting because it was very hands-on and made me understand that that's something that I'm very interested in, and that definitely influenced my decision to be an engineer.
We always had a lot of deep discussions in our classes about important issues and world issues and moral dilemmas, and it really shaped my critical thinking skills.
In my work today as a healthcare consultant, the skills that I learned foundationally at Rashi about critical thinking and questioning and not just answering a question with the right answer, but thinking through what are all the possible answers. Absolutely, Rashi set me up for success in my career today.
One of the ways that I was challenged at Rashi was through our writing program. From a very young age, teachers introduced the idea of brain frames as a way to organize our thoughts.
I think the Rashi faculty does a great job of challenging students not only to come up with the right answer, but to have them figure out how they came to their answer.
We are a team at Rashi, and in my classroom the kids are all a team. I really work very hard to help kids say, okay, that idea wasn't right, but what was right about that idea so we can build to the next idea?
When working with kids, like the kids here at Rashi, you can see that their energy is just infectious.
It was amazing meeting Rashi alums because I could be them at some point.
To see them come back and that they have such heart and that they care.
I recently went back to Rashi and visited some classrooms and spoke with students, and I realized that there's this feeling in that school, in those walls, that is unlike anything else. And when you're there, you're living for a greater purpose in your Jewish community. It means more than just a religious title. It means more than just going to services and learning the prayers. It's about how you live your life. And it's what ultimately drove me to be a teacher and do Teach for America. And it even further has now made me realize I want to work in schools as a school counselor so I can help put values like that in schools.
And I'll always remember Tamchui as the start of my social justice passion, because I remember holding all those chips in my hand.
I think a lot of the moral values that I've learned at Rashi have really inspired me to think about pursuing a career in public policy in the future, where I can really help people and shape policies to make their daily lives.
As an engineer, as I've gone through school, one of the things that drew me to that field was really being able to contribute something that really helps the world. And during my time at Duke, I got involved with Habitat for Humanity.
I really and truly view my experience at Rashi throughout elementary and throughout middle school as being just such a defining point in my life, because I not only got the basis in Judaism, not only got the basis in Israel, but I got a basis in understanding all the religions that we see in this world and their importance and their connectedness to Judaism.
The most impactful part of Rashi is challenging students to think critically about their place in the Jewish community and beyond that in the world.
Throughout high school, I was always kind of the Jewish ambassador. There weren't very many Jewish kids in my high school, and it allowed me to educate a lot of my classmates who wouldn't have known very much about Judaism. My goal has always been to continue to give back to the community in any way I can, and a lot of that really started here.
I was born in Moscow when it was still the Soviet Union. But we came here with literally $100 per person and 2 suitcases. My parents came to the United States seeking for me to have the opportunity to have a Jewish experience and a Jewish life and immerse myself in Judaism. And Without the generosity of Rashi's financial aid, there would never have been an opportunity for me to get a day school education, let alone such a great education.
Rashi really instilled in me a sense of leadership and a sense of confidence, in my opinion. The alums who come back talk to us have done a lot of great things, and even if it hasn't changed the whole world, it's changed a small part of the world.
Rashi built the foundation that I stand on today.
And now, as a parent of a 6-month-old child, I'm so excited that Rashi exists, and I hope that Rashi continues to exist and to thrive the way it is, because I really hope that Rashi is an opportunity for my child.